Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for some more Hearts of Iron. I'm your lovely host, Galvin. Alright, we need to immediately just get our friggin' troops going. It looks like we're okay here. There. See, that wasn't so hard. The enemy was eliminated, and permanently the Netherlands has now ceded 2 provinces to Germany as a result. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can move much here. With any luck, you can get over there, although I doubt it. 2.35 kilometers an hour, they can't move for shit. Constant convoy strikes everywhere. Hopefully, the 12th Corps can deal some more damage in Spain. Alright. The Urals War is... I think we're losing it. I think. But you know what? That's not my priority right now. My priority is mainland Europe. So, you know, the US. And maybe Spain at some point. I mean, I feel like if we line up along here, we can just press down and hopefully get a nice big old surround here. We need to try and get to Venice as best we can. If we do that, then we definitely slow the US advance, to say the least. Okay, so Italy is going to sit in Sardinia for a while. They at least have some air support that they could potentially give. Unfortunately, I don't think the AI's got enough troops to work with. Okay. So, because those guys have a core, they actually move quicker. Fun fact. It's like you can kind of you can kind of separate the weights, I suppose, that way. The problem is now trying to figure out who doesn't have a core in the last couple. An artillery brigade, and okay, I remember it was that and that. Yep. Well, it was one of these anyway. Whoops. 174th. Alright, so not the 174th Brigade. 76, yep, okay. It'll be these two. There we are. This will be useful because this will allow me to give these over to the AI pretty quickly. And simply and painlessly. Soon, anyway. Alright. Like I said, if we make pretty much just a run for Venice, we can encircle and destroy a decent number of the American soldiers here. Which is more or less what we're after doing. Hey, sea lane defense. About damn time. Someday. Someday soon. Fortunately, no more Lend-Lease for Japan. They got a fair amount out of me. Unfortunately, now we're back in my territory, which hasn't been adequately supplied in a while. As we can now see, a bajillion is being pumped into the network to try and get these guys moving. Okay. The goal remains more or less the same. Make it to Venice. Cut them down to just being able to use Tristy for that. Also, I believe at some point, did I? No, I didn't. I was thinking of putting up 10 radar. So I could put it in Argos, and then start seeing the coast of North Africa so I could plan out a landing here. But I don't think it's going to happen. We don't need it. So, how's infrastructure recovering? Level 1 infrastructure. We're getting there. Okay. Go. In Asmar. Yeah. That's how I can tell the war in the Urals is going poorly. Well, like I said, right now, if I can take over Italy, that gives me the ability to invade North Africa. So what happens if I invade North Africa? Well, everywhere from Beirut to Tel Aviv to Romania here will fall, as well as I'll seize control of the Suez Canal. That is going to be the primary goal of this mission that I'm planning, which is why I'm building all the new transports, since we lost the last ones on our last mission. If we do that, then they can't pump supplies to the Suez, and they have no ports here. What does that mean? Well, considering they also don't have any control of Gibraltar and their HQs here where they'll get all their supplies will be trapped in the Mediterranean, unable to move. Which, well, you know, which pretty much limits the amount that they can move. And should ensure us victory here, as they will no longer be able to get enough supplies through to feed their hungry armies. Jerks. Can we even get to that? I guess we can. Now it has one thing remaining. Good. We did it. Kind of. Where's some bombers? Bomb the shit out of that. In our favor. Go, go, go. Really? They just bombed out them. Those jerks. Like, wow, those bastards. On the other hand, we might just be able to shatter them. With us at the helm. Where did they end up? No, really, where the fuck do those bombers go? Oh, there they are. Swap targets. Boom, 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 boom. We just need to try and bomb them into submission. Best I can hope to do. If I do that successfully, then they die. I mean, they're almost broken. They will shatter sooner or later. Okay, they finally shattered. Now, do the same to Scappa. Scappa Flow's got a lot of air defense, though. In Athena? The fuck, Mexico? Well, he scared the crap out of me. Good job. Whatever. Get a perimeter set up. The enemy's got no more supplies coming through. Okay. In the meantime, you guys. Whoops. Alright, sure, whatever. Works for me. Get hooked into the army group. AI will now control those. We've got to push for Scappa now. And end the British way of the Isles once and for all. There. They broke. So, that now leaves Lerwick, I suppose, but I don't really care about that much. Alright. Rebase to Marcel. We're gonna need to see what we can do about here. I'm going to select a circular range. Ooh, no. Nowhere near that big. No, you're nuking. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Do not nuke. Do not nuke. No, no, no. Big. Cancel orders. Or, actually, no, let's just give you new orders. Ground attack. 288 kilometer range, go. They'll run all over the place and just start clubbing them. Wherever they can. Bodman. I see. The Americans have risen up. 13th Corps could definitely use something attached to it. And you could definitely be stand to be attached to something. Same. Amatra 3? Why the fuck do you even exist? I don't know. But you exist for that purpose now. Good. Go. And you guys get the hell out of there as well. I guess... Go. Alright, go, go, go! Take back the island, damn it. I do not want to have to deal with this shit right now. They're just a bunch of militia brigades that are disorganized and will be taken care of easily. Fortunately for us, it looks like the Soviet Union had some troops to spare to deal with the Mexican landing. Wow. Alright. Pretty ballsy thing to do there. Yeah, you know, I feel like if, very likely. Like, we need to make peace with them. They don't need to be in us, they're already at us. And you know what? It frees up troops to go fight in the Urals. Thankfully, Spain doesn't seem to have anything left. They are no longer able to even so much as put up a fight. So we've got the entire bottom half of them covered. No! Fuck you, AI. I am reassuming direct control. Because holy shit is the AI so dumb, I don't even know what to say anymore. Fuck the command structure. This is getting too chaotic. We're not sending everything out to the Urals. Like, in fact, I feel like pulling back most of my forces from the Urals. I don't even have that much out there. I kept most of it out, thankfully. Most of it's in East Asia. Detach. March. Everyone comes home. Let's go. Good, we have that. The Urals are a strategic stalemate. I think that's the best way to put it. It doesn't matter, just so long as we don't horrifically lose there. Nothing matters out there. What matters is getting the UK to surrender. Which we can only do by crippling their national unity, and, yeah. But their national unity is now maxing the heck out because they've been dropping nukes on everything. Alright. Okay. I'm going to purge out some of these HQs. Most of them aren't needed anymore, because I just blew up the command structure. Alright. 5 land units. You guys get a core. Turn the AI control on. The objective is Rome. 5 land units. Higher command. AI control on. Objective is Genoa. Genova. Whatever. The hell's going on? Ugh. I don't know. Okay. Go this way. Fucking partisans. That's why I left troops in Gibraltar at all times. The partisans will be the death of me, unfortunately, at this rate. Partisans rose up in Gibraltar. Yeah, good frickin' luck. We both know how that was going to go. I keep that garrison for a reason. No, I can't control that, okay. So, tell me, what happened to the AI's troops? Yeah, you can't command the AI when it's forced to fight multiple fronts like that. You can't really use them. Then again, it is correct. That objective needs to be Athena. I don't really want all of my HQs going down there, though. I mean, sending all my forces down there, this is quickly becoming a clusterfuck. Because the AI wants nothing but fighting in the Urals for some reason. To the point where we still sent more, we still got troops out there. And I'm coming home, okay. But that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely host, Galvin, signing off.